Hi, I'm Dana White, and in this conversation with Piers Morgan, I open up about my remarkable journey from modest beginnings to becoming the president of the UFC, a multi-billion-dollar sports empire. My life's narrative is filled with hardships, lessons learned from challenging family dynamics, and an unyielding drive that ultimately led to my success. This episode was summarized using PodFast, an AI content summary tool. I underscore the significance of being present for my children and the importance of drawing wisdom from my own parents' mistakes. Additionally, I share a deeply personal incident that transpired on New Year's Eve, which profoundly impacted my family, underscoring the importance of addressing and resolving such issues internally. Throughout this conversation, I consistently emphasize my conviction that being a good parent is the paramount measure of success. While basking in the spotlight as the head of the UFC, I candidly discuss the inherent vulnerabilities that come with being a public figure, particularly when navigating personal issues. I stress the pivotal role of surrounding oneself with a supportive network of individuals. This expansive interview also delves into the early days of my career, recounting pivotal moments like my decision to relocate to Las Vegas and my unforgettable encounter with the mafia. My journey as the president of the UFC is nothing short of awe-inspiring. It revolves around the transformation of a struggling franchise into a global phenomenon with an astonishing valuation of billions of dollars. When I initially acquired the UFC, it comprised little more than a wooden octagon and a handful of fighter contracts, fueled by an unwavering vision and a deep-rooted passion for combat sports. My dedicated team and I embarked on an arduous mission to resurrect the brand. We tenaciously secured rights, constructed the UFC trademark, and above all, believed that fighting serves as a universal language, transcending barriers and connecting people from diverse corners of the world. Throughout this incredible journey, I highlight the crucial role that teaming played in our success, making the right decisions at precisely the right moments, such as our pivotal return to Las Vegas, were instrumental. I firmly advocate the belief that everything unfolds for a reason, and seemingly disparate life paths can converge to yield unexpected triumphs. Naturally, our ascent was not devoid of challenges. A prominent politician, Senator John McCain, vocally criticized the UFC in its nascent stages. Nevertheless, my unwavering commitment to the UFC's vision eventually paid off. Today, the UFC stands as a global sensation, boasting an awe-inspiring valuation of a staggering $12 billion. A key theme that resonates throughout our conversation is the primal nature of fighting, deeply entrenched in our human DNA. This intrinsic drive transcends language, culture, and backgrounds, serving as a fundamental human instinct. As the world ushers in the era of streaming technology, the UFC stands poised to reach billions of people worldwide simultaneously. I ardently believe that the UFC has limitless potential and can ultimately ascend to become the world's preeminent sport. Beyond the realm of sports, I offer insights into my personal relationship with former President Donald Trump. I delve into how Trump provided crucial support to the UFC during its most challenging moments, lauding his unwavering loyalty. I even express my belief that Trump could potentially make a triumphant return to the presidency. Our discussions also illuminate the significance of star fighters such as Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell in invigorating the sport. I express my fervor for shattering records and nurturing stars within the UFC. Although money isn't my primary motivator, I acknowledge my considerable financial success. I openly discuss what I perceive as the growing softness in both America and the world at large. I posit that virtue signaling and easily offended sensibilities have, in some instances, overshadowed the pursuit of concrete realities. My words carry a resounding message of encouragement for individuals willing to work diligently and endure hardships, asserting that these individuals ultimately emerge as victors. Throughout the interview, I share a poignant story that illustrates my unwavering commitment to my team during the tumultuous period of the COVID-19 pandemic. My actions underscore my enduring belief that people hold greater value than mere financial considerations. Moreover, I express my deep admiration for the Middle East's burgeoning involvement in sports, including the Saudi Football League and the UAE's steadfast support of the UFC. Our conversation takes a contemplative turn as we delve into the moral quandaries surrounding human rights records in certain countries. I acknowledge the complexities inherent in navigating these ethical considerations, underscoring the challenge of subjecting every nation's moral standing to rigorous scrutiny. Despite these dilemmas, I accentuate the productive and rewarding partnership I've enjoyed with the UAE royal family. Intriguingly, our discussion touches upon a tantalizing speculation, an envisaged octagon showdown between two tech titans, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Such an event, I suggest, could potentially generate unprecedented billions of dollars and carve out a place in history as the greatest fight ever witnessed. I candidly share my perspective on the unique drive and determination required for success in the UFC. I recognize that amassing substantial wealth can occasionally dilute an individual's hunger and dedication to the sport, as exemplified by the career trajectory of Conor McGregor, who has accumulated considerable wealth but experienced recent losses and reduced fighting frequency. Social media emerges as a potent theme in our conversation. I reveal how I encouraged Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to embrace this digital realm, ultimately propelling him to become one of the most followed American men on Instagram. Although I acknowledge the drawbacks of social media, I underscore its immense potential as a marketing tool, provided individuals can withstand the accompanying criticism and negativity. The interview addresses a contentious topic, the participation of biological males in women's sports. In light of my role as a father, I firmly assert my reluctance to witness a biological male competing against my daughter in such a context, deeming it a bewildering and unsettling phenomenon unfolding in the world. My perception of women in the UFC underwent a profound transformation, a shift that occurred following my encounter with the remarkable Ronda Rousey. I now firmly believe that women possess the technical prowess and tenacity to excel in the octagon. If my own daughter aspired to become a fighter, I would wholeheartedly support her in pursuing her dreams. Finally, our conversation touches upon the indomitable legacy of fighters. While I acknowledge the monumental impact of legendary figures like Muhammad Ali on culture and society, I reveal that when faced with a life-or-death scenario, I would place my trust in Jon Jones, an undefeated UFC fighter who has vanquished every opponent he has encountered. In summation, this extensive dialogue spans a myriad of topics, delving into the world of sports, entertainment, personal values, and the profound significance of health and wellness. Throughout our conversation, I employ real-life anecdotes and metaphors to render complex concepts accessible and relatable. Thank you for listening to this PodFast of my conversation with Piers Morgan. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. See you next time.